2020-2021 by Conveyance National Responses Vaccines by Country ZF2001. Trade named ZIFIVAX a ZFUZ-WAC 2001. Is an adjuvant protein subunit COVID-19 vaccine developed by NLP in collaboration with the Institute of Microbiology at the Chinese Academy of Sciences. The vaccine candidate is in phase 3 trials with 29,000 participants in China, Ecuador, Malaysia, Pakistan, and Uzbekistan. ZF2001 employs technology similar to other protein-based vaccines in phase 3 trials from Novavax, Vector Institute, and Medicargo. ZF2001 was first approved for use in Uzbekistan and later China. Production capacity is expected to be 1 billion doses a year in China and 200 million in Uzbekistan. By July, 100 million doses had been administered in China and Uzbekistan. ZF2001 has reported an efficacy of 81.76% based on analysis of 221 infections in phase 3 trials. It is administered in 3 doses over a period of 2 months. In August 2021, ZF2001 reported an efficacy of 81.76% against COVID-19 from phase 3 trials, based on interim analysis of 221 infections in a study of 28,500 people. In August 2021, phase 3 trials showed ZF2001 had an efficacy of 93% against the Alpha variant and 78% efficacy against the Delta variant. In July 2021, lab studies showed ZF2001 retained neutralizing effects against B1.429, B.1.525, B.1.617.1. The neutralizing titers decreased ranging from 1.1-fold to 2.1-fold. But the neutralizing efficacy was still good. According to industry experts, production for this kind of vaccine is stable and reliable, and easier to achieve large-scale industrial production at home and overseas. However, it was noted it can be very inconvenient for people to come back for a second and third dose. Subunit vaccines are delivered alongside adjuvants and booster doses may be required. The company's vaccine manufacturing facility was put into use in September. In February 2021, management said the company had an annual production capacity of 1 billion doses. In July 2021, an agreement was reached to produce the vaccine in Uzbekistan starting with 10 million doses a month and eventually 200 million doses a year. In June 2020, Longcom began a double-blind, randomized, placebo parallel-controlled phase 1 trial with 50 participants aged 18 to 59 in Chongqing divided into low dose, high dose, and placebo groups. In July, Longcom began a randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled phase 2 trial with 900 participants aged 18 to 59 in Changsha, Hunan divided into low dose, high dose, and placebo groups. In August, an additional phase 2 trial was launched with 50 participants aged 60 and above. In phase 2 results published in The Lancet, on the 2-dose schedule, seroconversion rates of neutralizing antibodies after the second dose were 76% in the 25 micrograms group and 93% in the 50 micrograms group. 7 to 14 days after the administration of the third dose, the GMTs of neutralizing antibodies reached levels that were significantly higher than observed in human convalescent serum of recovering COVID-19 patients, especially in the 25 micrograms group. In December 2020, Longcom began enrollment of a phase 3 randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled clinical trial for 29,000 participants, including 750 participants between 18 to 59 and 250 participants 60 and older in China and 21,000 participants between 18 to 59 and 7,000 participants 60 and older outside China. In December 2020, Malaysia's MyEG announced it would conduct phase 3 trials. If the trials were successful, MyEG would be the sole distributor of ZF2001 in Malaysia for 3 years. In December 2020, Uzbekistan began a year-long Phase 3 trial of ZF2001 with 5,000 volunteers between 18 and 59. In December 2020, Ecuador's Minister of Health, Juan Carlos Zevallos, announced Phase 3 trials would involve between 5,000 and 8,000 volunteers. In February 2021, Pakistan's Drug Regulatory Authority approved Phase 3 trials with approximately 10,000 participants to be conducted at UHS Lahore, National Defence Hospital, and Aga Khan Hospital. The vaccine is also being trialled in Indonesia. In July 2021, Longcom began a randomized, blinded, placebo-controlled Phase 1 with 75 participants aged 3 to 17. On the 1st of March 2021, Uzbekistan granted approval for ZF2001 after having taken part in the Phase 3 trials. In March, Uzbekistan received 1 million doses and started vaccinations in April. By June, a total of 6.5 million doses had been delivered. On March 2021, China approved of ZF2001 for emergency use after being approved by Uzbekistan earlier in the month. In June 2021, Malaysia's MIEG signed a letter of intent to purchase 10 million doses of the vaccine. On the 7th of September, the National Agency of Drug and Food Control of Indonesia published the emergency use authorization for Zifivax. As described in Cell, the CoV spike receptor binding domain is an attractive vaccine target for coronaviruses but is constrained by limited immunogenicity. However, a dimeric form of MERS-CoV RBD offers greater